Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I say this with no hyperbole, but I really do think they finally fixed Mario Kart World here. Keyword is I really think. So, of course, last time I thought they fixed Mario Kart World, that turned out to be a big old scammeroo. But this time around, I've been playing it, and I actually think they finally brought the game back up to the standard it should be at, especially now that Sonic Cross Worlds is coming out. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for Sonic Cross Worlds, and I really want to stress that I think these two should be able to coexist together as good games. Like two cakes, literally two cakes. But I also do want Mario Kart World to do well as a Mario Kart fan and as someone who's been waiting 11 years for this game. So, what does this update even have? This is update 1.3, and there is definitely a lot that has fixed so many problems with this game. A lot of stuff that people were complaining about for a while. So, one of the big ones here, and there are quite a few big updates in this patch, but one of the big ones is that now, finally, you can see where your completed P-Switch missions and collected Peach medallions are. I do not understand why this took so long at all. And a lot of people might say that, well, they should show every single P-Switch and where every single Peach medallion is, even if you haven't collected it. But in my opinion, that kind of takes away what the point is. I feel like the point of this game is that you're supposed to discover the P-Switches and Peach medallions on your own and go through them on your own or figure out how to get them on your own. I feel like that's the whole point of the whole exploration aspects of free roam. And a lot of people say that the rewards for the P-Switches aren't that great, but in my opinion, just doing the challenges and learning how to get better at the game is kind of the reward. So that fixed a big problem a lot of people had. Another problem that was fixed is the way you unlock characters. For the longest time, you had to rely on being lucky with the Kamek item to be able to unlock an NPC character of your choice. Many people saying this is one of the most infuriating unlock methods in any video game ever, and one of the biggest things holding the game back.
And an absolutely insane character unlock method that makes me want to tear what's left of my hair out.
Thankfully, that is not the only way you can unlock NPC characters now, as now you can use the UFO that you can occasionally run into during free roam. All you have to do is go up to an NPC character, suck it up, and turn into that character. I've been trying to unlock Fishbone for 3 months now, and only now was I able to do it within a matter of minutes. Thank goodness. It does help that they're much more common to find now as well. So as a whole, I'm glad that this UFO thing definitely became a more utilized part of this game, as honestly, flying around in a big UFO is just fun on its own. There were some general gameplay tweaks that I honestly appreciate quite some bit. First and foremost is that it increases the invincibility frames for when you spin or crash during a race. The force of jumps when landing on a rival above you is now decreased, which is definitely helpful if you get launched off by it off the track or into an out of bounds area. And they decrease the speed between when an item box is taken and when it respawns during a race. So these are all things I do definitely think benefit the game in terms of the racing aspect. But what about the online? Well, they updated it again, and they once again increased the frequency of lap tracks being playable, apparently. So, did they? I'm not gonna lie, they kinda did. Instead of a lap type track being guaranteed at least once every 3 races, now it's about twice every 3 races. Maybe it's more like 3 times every 4 races, I haven't tried it out enough. But there was one point where I got 3 lap type tracks in a row. It also feels like the random selection tends to be a lap type track more often than before. All I'm gonna say is, if I do a session of doing 10 online races, and at least 7 of them are lap type tracks compared to 3 intermission routes, I think I'll be satisfied as a whole. So yeah, I think that this is a pretty beneficial patch for this game. I'm not gonna jump the gun and say it's this unbelievable masterpiece of a patch yet, but I do think it's fixed a lot of problems people have had with the game for quite some time. And it's definitely a bunch of great stuff to add to the game right around when Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is coming out. In a time when Nintendo's doing a lot of wrong, they do something right. Good job. That's all I got for now. Peace out.